Tommy, good afternoon. You guys got good weather over there? Beautiful. That's what it was. I was wondering why I was getting a double sound. It was because my YouTube channel was open on my own show. Lovely. Without the four listed here, you will be talking to a wall. That is true. No, I got Sweet Tea and Patty and Hey Teacher and Grateful. Those are my core four that keep me in business. But yeah, it would definitely be half my net worth if you guys didn't come around. It's true. I don't know what I'm going to do today. It's what, 9:30? I need a break. I think I'm taking a day off. By taking the day off, I mean work in the kitchen, not go out and sell. Because I got to go out Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. So tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think I need to stock up today. And I got a pre-order to fill. I only stay at the beginning because the rest of it gives me panic attack and I have to leave. Hey, teacher, hello. Well, I don't have any panic attack videos today. It's all, I don't know what I have today. I just wanted to do some 70s music. There's one video where they break down what it takes to kill a human with a drone. It's called a human in the loop. I guess they've made these laws to where you can't have AI decide to kill. Like it's a national treaty. It's like hardwired into all the drones, apparently, that there has to be a human in the loop that gives the okay to kill another human. Because they say that there was a drone that there was two things that killed Charlie Kirk is our theory now: a drone and a projectile from a palm pistol. You don't give a shit about none of that. Hey, teacher, hello. Taking another day off, yes. Well, it's not really taking a day off. I'll be working. I mean, just going out and selling. I don't have the energy to set my tent up today. I need to get a lighter tent. In fact, I might order one today. That might be something that I do. I need to get a cheap tent. That I don't need that big old fancy tent for all my events. For some of them, yes, but that thing is such a pain in the ass to set up. I threw my neck out yesterday setting that thing up. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. It's still kind of early. I woke up, did a little show earlier this morning, went back to bed. I listened to Tommy for like 10 minutes, fell back asleep. He was talking about mob stuff. So I think it's Mob Sunday now you do. You're a mob channel. I think you said, I was kind of falling asleep, but I think you said you're officially a mob channel now. So congratulations for that. You're going to take on Nadu and Dom and Gene. I got a pretty interesting video here from Mr. Beast. He was on Joe Rogan. Not really a fan of Mr. Beast, but he does have some good advice for anything.
I agree. I don't think enough young people get exposure to this kind of mindset that, it really is time, friend group, iterations on certain thing and consuming all knowledge available. It's those four things. Then do those four things and you'll make it further than you can imagine. And there's outliers. This is what skews a lot of people's perceptions. They'll find an outlier of well, this person became very hyper successful in this thing, but they didn't do those four things. And there's outliers everywhere. But if you look at statistically the average, right, the person listening to this, right, you're not going to be this 1 in a million freak outlier. Statistically, if you want to make a good income doing something you're not currently doing and you're not currently very knowledgeable in it or have much experience, it's just those four things. Find those people, put in the time, but it's right. If you just listen to every Joe Rogan podcast, you're not going to be a great podcaster. So it's time plus iterations, right? You would have to go do an example of that would be do 500 mock podcasts while also consuming all of Joe Rogan's podcasts, right? So you're doing both while also consuming all knowledge available about podcasts, while also surrounding yourself with other people who want to be podcasts. And then, yes, this podcast might have blown up in a year, but statistically that's not going to happen, right? You have to give yourself like the average might be 4 or 5 years, and some people like me take 10 years, and you just have to be so in love with the journey that you're cool with it. You're just like, I'm just going to do it till it works out. And it could be as soon as this, more than likely it'll be here, but there's a chance it could be there. And if that freaks you out and scares you, then you probably don't love it enough. But if you're like, well, I'll have fun while I'm doing it, then yeah, do those 4 things over the long horizon. And again, you probably won't make $100 million, but if you want to make $100,000 a year or whatever, it's not out of the realm of possibility. And just those sentences alone, for a young person, when they hear it, it opens like a third eye in their mind, where they've just been told their whole life, go to college, get a job. This doesn't even exist to them.
Yeah. Again, it's like you have to be concerned about the process and doing a thing that you love to do and trying to get better at it. And, it's like, if you say, let's say,
that's so true, because, just like what I'm doing right now, I mean, obviously, for what I do and how I'm doing this, it would be foolish for me to try to make any money doing this. But, and I have my own, you guys know, I have my own business and all that. But that doesn't mean that there isn't value in doing this repetitively. And Tommy knows that too. I mean, and Tommy, you're making money on your show. I'm not, I don't plan on making anything. The value though is, and we're both getting kind of the same value. I mean, for you, your show is every day, 7 a.m., 4 a.m. here. It's on, I try to think of something that is that consistent for a live. There isn't one, unless you're talking about like the news or something, like ABC News at 7 a.m. There's not, I can't think of one other live show that is that, does like every day at a certain time. Like all the people I follow, they come on when they come on. It might be, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of value in just doing something repeatedly. Same thing with chocolate strawberries. It gets, the more you do it, you just get so good at it that, I don't know, it kind of just takes on a life of its own, I guess. I don't know. Megan Keller is featuring Gravano and Franchise on her podcast today. Really? Interesting. I never had anything against Michael Franchise until he spoke up against Candace. And then it's not that I don't have anything against him. And this is just my own opinion. I truly think that he is a Fed. Like, not that he cooperated, like he is the government. And I don't know how long he's been part of the government, but I just truly believe that based on how he attacked Candace Owens means that he's aligned with certain people. And so then after me just thinking about it, just my own theory, I think he's in the government. I literally think Michael Franchise is a Fed. Like, he is a federal agent. That's just my own opinion. Sammy, who fucking knows about that guy? He's just, he could be too, for all we know. But I just have a feeling that Michael Franchise is not who he says he is. He is like, I almost want to say like military, like some type of high level propagandist with military level training. That's just my own personal, and maybe not. Maybe he just is a former mobster turned informant, but I don't think so. He should never have been talking about Candace Owens.
Say you want $1 million. Well, you could win the lottery. You might win the lottery, but the odds are very low. Or you could find a bunch of people that work really hard. And what did they do? Well, they just kept working hard and they figured out what it is they do and they made money. That's probably more likely. Yeah. So just go in the general direction, and who knows, along the way, you might hit it quick. Something might happen really quick, or you might figure something out and you might be an outlier. But the point is, the process is available. And the process is available to anybody. You just keep doing something. You'll get better at it. Be objective. Be self-analytical. Recognize what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right, and get better at it and constantly try to improve. And just because something doesn't exist as what is your occupation, in a form from 2001 doesn't mean it's not a real job, and just because you can't tell.
It's crazy too, because one of the things that, and you can never listen, people like us that, just kind of like entrepreneurial and just will do something like this, you do something without expectation of return. This show, when I do this, it makes me realize sometimes what I don't want to be, what I don't want to do. It's not necessarily what you get out of it that is the value. It's what you learn that you don't want from it. That's where the value is. So it's like cutting fat out of your life. It's kind of hard to explain, but after I get done talking for a couple hours sometimes and I just think about everything, it's like, okay, you just know what's important in life and what's not important in life. And it's just kind of like a good little reality check for me personally, because otherwise I spend my time the whole day thinking about this stuff. And I've kind of, I unfortunately send you guys into a panic attack, but it's almost like therapeutic for me to just have you guys to bounce it off of and get it out there. And then at least have a couple people say, I get that. Or, this whole Charlie Kirk thing has just been, if it wasn't for the Charlie Kirk thing, I don't even think I would be doing the show, honestly, maybe, but it's just that whole thing just sent me into like, on a mission almost, like if we can't get this solved, people, I heard somebody say, why are you still talking about the Charlie Kirk assassination? Well, they're still talking about JFK 63 years later. Suzanne, hello. How are you? I'm going to finish this one out real quick.
Tell people, if I told people at a cocktail party in 2009 that, I'm a podcaster, that means zero. You tell them today, they go, oh, amazing.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that? It's a job now, right? So
Yeah.
how did it become a job? A job because people figured out how to make it a job and they did it and it worked. And so there's a process. So that process exists with virtually anything you want to do that somebody does for a living.
Exactly.
I don't care if it's rock and roll star, stand-up comedian, novelist. There's a thing out there that you want to do that someone is making a living. But meanwhile, there's going to be people who's like, oh, the odds of you making it and that. Like, okay,
Yeah.
is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Are we just fucking playing odds?
But
the odds you're dying are 100%.
Yeah, so true. Anthony Robbins talks about that in his book a lot, Awaken the Giant Within, that if you want to get good at something, you need to find people that are already doing what you're doing. Don't listen, especially your friends and family. Oh, how is Jason? He's never done anything in his life. How is he going to, what I mean? You don't want to listen to those type of people. You go find the people that are doing exactly what you want to do. If you want to be a CEO, if you want to be a chocolate strawberry dipper, if you want, what I mean? You go talk to those people. And, for me, I didn't want to be a chocolate strawberry dipper. Somebody that it was actually started with Hot Cocoa Bombs sought me out. They seen me. They could like predict the future. They knew that that's what I needed to be. And it was my ex, which is just kind of, it's just wild. But yeah, no, absolutely. And that's with anything, and YouTube is a perfect example of that. We take it for granted now. Oh, I want to learn how to make cheesecakes. Oh, I want to learn how to clean my pool. Oh, I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn, what I mean? YouTube. And then, you scroll down. Well, this guy doesn't really know what he's talking about. Oh, this guy looks, like he does. You know what I mean? Look how many views this one has. Grateful, hello. You love the thumbnail? Yes. Stiggs played Godfather during admission on Sundays. Did he? Did he play the Godfather today? Yeah, those guys are addicted to the Godfather, I think I fell back asleep before the intermission came on. Speaking of Megyn Kelly, hold
weirdly, this is actually the third.
I just have this. It's just kind of a random video, but it's just kind of funny.
I agree. I don't think enough young.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to scroll down.
We have
Hey,
a
guys,
picture
I don't know
for
about
you,
you,
but
but
a lot
I
of
Conspiracy theories on
understand
answer
that
your question.
Good God. Let me turn the volume.
You're either gonna laugh or you're gonna be disgusted by it.
Is this it?
Amber Heard.
No.
And it was really hard.
Hold on. I have a lot of videos on here. Maybe I didn't bookmark it after all this. Oh well. I'm just going to go back up to the top real quick. We did that one. Yeah. All right. My pool is giving me stress. I'm planning on hiring a pool guy soon. It's only $100 a month, and they come once per week. It's worth it. Yeah. Tommy's a pool cleaning expert. He could give you some advice on how to clean it. But it probably is, it probably is easier just to hire somebody, if you're not too worried about spending the money. I don't open the door, just watch from the camera and play through an app and pay through an app. Oh, wow. Yeah, I hear you, Suzanne. Tommy thinks he's a chemist when he gets in his backyard. You know what I mean? He puts on a lab coat. He's got a couple of those test tubes and beakers, and he's out there measuring the pH and the chlorine, the ppms and all that kind of stuff. He thinks he's Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye Stiliano when he's out there by the pool. But other than that, yeah, I would probably just hire somebody. Tommy could probably tell us what the pH of his pool is right now without even going out there. Oh, it's 7.5. I'm glad you asked. I need to adjust it. 0.2 ppms. In late July, you need to adjust the ppms because of the sun. Let's listen to Charlie Kirk talk for a second. Everybody wants to talk for Charlie Kirk. A lot of us, including myself, didn't even really know who Charlie Kirk was before he got killed. So I don't know what he said, what he didn't say. It's pretty interesting, though.
Lies that Epstein, with his little friend Ghislaine and Ghislaine's father, Robert Maxwell, who was obviously a spy of the Israeli intelligence agencies, that there was something else going on here. Epstein was not some sort of whiz kid hedge fund manager. Epstein was playing a part. Epstein was a LARPer. Epstein was cast for a specific role, and he played it really well. The sweatpants and the Harvard jacket, the kind of disheveled hair, looking as if he was so smart and above the clouds that he was doing advanced mathematic equations.
And when I hear him talk like this one because he texted the night before that they're going to kill me. We know for 100% Charlie did. If he wasn't stupid, he didn't. It's not like he never thought that these people around him would turn on him. He knew damn well what was going on. He knew damn well.
On the back of napkins, but if you actually go into some of the videos of people that met with Epstein at the time, they said he was awfully unimpressive when it came to finance and markets and economics. And it's nothing new that if you're in the intel agencies, you want to try and get as much blackmail on powerful people as possible. Easy, not hard.
I mean, I would say that Charlie Kirk knew more about this stuff, about the plots to kill, than we ever will. So him of all people you know what I mean, knew the dangers of being assassinated and you know, being turned on by the people. You know, he was knee deep in that shit. He knew it was going to happen. He just couldn't stop it. Yeah, it's worth $100 a month, Mr. Stigga, especially since they come once per week. So it's $25 a trip. There's probably like if your pool is you know, like in the beginning of the season you let it go and it's all got slime, they probably charge an arm and a leg to come out, huh? But like the weekly, monthly maintenance, they just got to come out and do a couple little things. Use the net, get the leaves, check the pH, the chlorine, the filter, the pump, that type of stuff. And then if there's a problem, they probably got to charge more, that type of thing. Yes, but I'll tip too on the app. That's cool. That's pretty cool that you can do that. The pool app. My buddy just used AI to put a pool in his backyard to see what it would look like. It was pretty cool. Police find a dead body at Representative Ayanna Presley's husband's property. She's a Democrat from, I don't know, Massachusetts? Yeah. Boston police have an open investigation. So, don't know anything about that.
Check, mic check. He said no.
When we take this country back, we better make them face the wall because they lied.
Hold on. I'm going to turn the volume down on this. You know, Iran releases all of these AI Lego things trolling Trump, and you know, allegedly they come from Iran, and they're trolling about Charlie Kirk's murder too. Mic check about the exploding microphone.
Rifle story, bullet test, too many questions left unchecked. He told her, I don't take that ride. I ran in Iraq, don't sell that lie. Regime change, turns fire to flood. 90 million lives, mouth is blood.
So that's what Iran's doing. Trump.
Which one of you guys called 911?
Oh my God, let me turn the volume down.
Hey guys, I don't know about.
Speaking of Iran and all that, Trump just met with somebody from Iraq. Where's it at? Right here. And they've agreed, I guess, to build a pipeline through Iraq so they can bypass the Strait of Hormuz for some of the oil.
President Trump, sir, your message to the Iraqi people with the new prime minister here, sir. Do you think a peace deal with Iran? How about the Kurdish region, sir?
I have no idea what that means for us at the gas. I just filled my truck up yesterday.
I agree. I don't think enough young people get exposed.
How much was it? $4.59 a gallon, I think. Osada, I have a pool cleaner for $1,000 with a filter. I have a pool cleaner for $1,000 with a filter. A pool cleaner for $1,000. I'm not sure what that is, Suzanne. I don't know anything about pools. Iran isn't doing anything. They could care less. He lies to make excuses to steal the oil. They blame them. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They're just robbing the American people blind. And they just throw out these terms. Venezuela, cartel, drug traffickers, Iran, North Korea, you know what I mean, terrorists. It's always the same bullshit. Same bullshit. Ben Shapiro just recently had said on his show that Charlie Kirk's security called his security detail to inform them what was going on while they were in the SUV on the way to the hospital. What? You guys are supposed to be trying to save Charlie's life, and one of you is calling Ben Shapiro on the way to the hospital? And Candace is asking who called 911.
Which one of you guys called 911? Because they've never said who called 911, because the 911 calls that were released show that neither of them called 911. Is there a missing 911 call? Why would we not have it? That's public information. Who called 911? Someone called 911 and then called Ben's security or answered Ben's security's call and provided updates. So Ben knew what was happening before the rest of the world found out around 12:38 p.m. By the time that video began making the rounds, it was 12:38 p.m. If you go back and check on X, Ben knew sooner because someone in that car informed his security that Charlie had been hit. Rather than focusing on the chaos of trying to save Charlie's life, they said, you know what? 911 can wait. Ben needs an update right now. Which one of you guys?
And when I hear that, what I believe is that Ben Shapiro is such a demon. You know, he really is that guy that as Charlie Kirk was bleeding out, they put Ben on video, like on FaceTime with Charlie. And Ben told him, dude, I told you, and this is why you're dead now. You know, I told you that you should not have fucking did this or that. And now here we are. And now you got to die. So congratulations. I really believe that that's why it had nothing to do with, you know, is there a threat Ben's security needs to know to make him? No. They put Ben on video so he could look at Charlie as he was dying. And he fucking said some shit to him. That's what I think. I mean, that's how fucked up these people are. Sven, hello. Hey, Osada, too bad our Danish Tour de France crashed out of the race. A broken collarbone. Damn. Was that just recently, Sven? Let me see this. Danish Tour de France. There's no volume. Oh, damn. Wait, what happened? He just collides with another guy right there? You never know with some of these guys, like, is that intentional? Kind of feels like, it kind of looks like the one dude, I don't know who the other guy was, but it looks like he just, you know, he didn't stay in his lane. Oh, here we go. This is a better shot. No, I guess not. I blame the other guy. Fuck that guy. Do you know who the other guy was that caused him to wreck? Jonas Vingegaard abandons the Tour de France after suffering a fall.
Ojo, que es Vingegaard. Acaba de caer Vingegaard, acaba de caer del Toro. Bueno. Ojito con la broma que estábamos hablando.
Yeah, UAE, the motherfucker from the UAE. Son of a bitch.
Sin rápido y raudo, parece que del Toro no se ha hecho especial daño. También Groschaner involucrado en la caída y Vingegaard sí. está quejando del hombro. Jonas Vingegaard es el que más daño se ha hecho. Los demás se recuperan rápidamente sin mayor trastorno, en apariencia al menos.
And then look, he's taking off. He caused the crash right here, UAE, and he just taking off. He's like, well, peace out.
Se queja del hombro izquierdo. De Vingegaard. Vamos a ver ahí repetido el lance. De momento parón, ha habido muchos caídos. Incluso ha habido público.
Unbelievable. That motherfucker just bounced out. Hold on, let me mute.
Which one of you guys called 911?
Nobody did. No one did, Candace, unfortunately. What do you think about Lindsey Graham suddenly dying after he came back from Ukraine and Trump making jokes and dismissing it? It's odd. CG2, hello. We're listening driving home. That's so sad, Sven. Yeah, that is horrible. As far as Lindsey Graham, Suzanne, I have no idea. I didn't look into any of that stuff. It is a little interesting. I mean, he seemed like he was perfectly healthy. The thing is that, you know, at those levels, we'll never get any of the real information. You know, even if there was like some type of a foul play, it would never get to us, I don't think. You know what I mean? They handle all that stuff in-house, I would imagine. I don't know. Lindsey Graham said some fucked up things. You know, I'm going to be with Israel till my dying day. At least he was right about that. You don't think it was intentional, Sven? Okay. Yeah, I mean, probably not, right? I mean, I heard the felon unwell, but took the trip anyway. Oh, he felt unwell, but he took the trip anyway. Yeah. I mean, if he's with, you know, when you say things like that, you know, when you say things like, I'm with Israel to my dying day, and, you know, you can basically, I'm not quoting him, but he would say things like, you can kill all those people for Israel. I'll be happy with that, you know. And I know for sure he was saying things like, please, Mr. President, you need to bomb those people. You need to bomb Iran. You need to wipe them off the face of the earth, Mr. President. You know, like, he would say stuff like that all the time. So I guess that's why they're probably questioning, well, did somebody get him? Because there's probably a lot of people that wanted him gone in Iran, and, you know, I don't know if it would be Russia or Ukraine, but one of those guys. He wasn't a good person. The thing is, too, about, you know, we don't want to get to the point where, Trump is such a scumbag that he'll say things like what he said about Rob Reiner, what he said about Molly, and a couple other people. I'm glad they're dead. You know, they were garbage pails. They were this. Everybody hated them. You know, it's disgraceful. So a lot of people want to lash out about, you know, and say the same thing, stoop to Trump's level, because that was one of his best friends. But, you know, what good does it do to act like that, you know? But it would be nice to know, you know, who's killing who around here. And will we ever get to the bottom of that? Who knows? Because we have people like Laura Trump here, and she is the part owner of, I think, Salem Media, which has to do with the Charlie Kirk show and some other things. You know, it would be financially beneficial for everyone to just shut up and just to believe the official narrative for Laura Trump. You know, it's not financially beneficial for people to hate Erica Kirk and hate Turning Point USA for Laura Trump. that hurts her pocketbook. So, of course,
just stop already. Can they please stop already? It has been so disgusting to see the things that people have come up with and then pushed out and perpetuated on the internet. I mean, the internet is a great place. It is also a horrible place. And these people who are doing it know better. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know what they're doing is hurting people. The way that Erica Kirk has been attacked throughout the course of what I can only imagine has been the worst year of her entire life. I can't even fathom how she's still standing most days, let alone, going out there, hosting Turning Point events, keeping, things moving, being a mom, all of it. I honestly give her so much credit. But can the conspiracy theories please stop? Whenever we see all the evidence, and I think we saw a lot of it in that pre-trial hearing, preliminary hearing, I don't think there's any room for any of this nonsense about, Egyptian planes, about Israel, about Erica Kirk. Are you guys kidding me? And if you're a person out there who has been pushing this kind of thing, you're disgusting. You're disgraceful. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's enough. Please stop. Please, let's let all of the evidence come out. A lot of it's already out there. It's pretty cut and dry to most people if you look at what's already been shown to the public. Okay, so I don't know how much more we need, but we'll go through all of it. We'll go through a trial. All the evidence will be presented. Tyler Robinson and his defense team will have the ability to push back on any of it if they see fit. And then I think at the end of the day, it's pretty clear what went on there. So yes, can the conspiracy theories please stop? Because it has been sickening to watch all of these things.
Nope, not gonna stop.
Hey guys,
We have a picture of.
Listen to you sing them.
Without your bravery, we're all out of luck. No, this can't be denied. You gotta be special. It takes a lot to put your last and everybody first.
It's so funny between her and like Alexis Wilkins, Cash Ratel's girlfriend. This current ruling class of people that rule over us and lie to us all the time. They've hijacked everything. They've hijacked education, religion, politics. Every level of society. They think that they can hijack, and because they also control the media, they control the music industry, they control all of it. But that doesn't mean that anybody's going to like their performance. Don't get that twisted. I mean, she fucking sucks. And she tried to sing Tom Petty too. It's just incredible. Anyway, we'll move on. Gianni's in the house. You like the thumbnail, Gianni? If he can no longer benefit from them, he dismisses them. Yep, exactly. About to sit down for Sunday macaroni. Just saw the thumbnail and had to say, that's a beautiful thing. Yep, you already know. Yep, that's how we draw them out of the bushes. Hope you're doing good, Gianni. Owen Benjamin here pulled out an Encyclopedia Britannica from 1968, and lo and behold, there's the state of Palestine, and he cannot find anything about the Holocaust. Interesting. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'll play a little bit of it.
Hey guys, I don't know about you, but a lot of this anti-Semitism is really rubbing me the wrong way. So I hit my Encyclopedia Britannicas, as you can see behind me, from 1968. See? 1968, Encyclopedia Britannica. Epic. Because I wanted to go back even closer to when the horrible events happened and really show people what happened and to stop this. I wanted to deny the denial. You know what I mean? So I went to my H book from Encyclopedia Britannica that has everything you can possibly imagine in it. And I want to shut these fucking anti-Semites up once and for all, about the Holocaust. So I looked it up. There's Holmes, solid mustache, H-O-L, wait a minute. What the fuck? Wait a guys, Holy Roman Empire, okay. Holy Roman Empire, Holy Roman Empire, Holy Orders, Holy Ghost, Holy Land, Holy Cross, Hotel, Holstein, Holt. Guys, this just happened in real time. The Encyclopedia Britannica from 1960. I mean, you might as well make them wear a star. You know what I mean? I mean, guys, there are pages and pages all about this country that, according to Ben Shapiro, doesn't exist. But then I went to H to look up.
So anyway, I mean, this guy he's a former comedian, so he's kind of, his delivery sucks sometimes. But it is true, you know, in the 1968 Britannica, there are pages and pages about the country, the state of Palestine, and there's nothing in there about the Holocaust. So take that for what you will. Before I go, all of you hit the like button. Oh, thank you, Gianni. I have less subscribers now than when I started 2 years ago, but it is what it is.
Erica Kirk draped over.
So this is interesting. We've all seen the video of Erica Kirk draped over the coffin with the mannequin hands. I love you, Charlie. We know that either Charlie had a microphone on his hand or Erica Kirk was mic'd up because she's like, I love you, baby. And, you know, you can hear her kiss and all that. Very creepy. But the suit that he had on tells its own story.
We have a picture of Erica Kirk draped over the casket. It's interesting because Charlie was in a suit. And we know that he didn't take a suit to Utah. He was never seen in a suit. And he was not wearing a suit that day. If you watch his interview in the morning with Andrew Smith at the Restaurantology event, he's not in a suit. If you watch the Orem, Utah event at UVU, also not in a suit. Notice they don't live there. So it's not like someone went and ran home and grabbed one for him real fast. It's not his suit. But if you look at the picture and you look at the video, that's not a new suit. They didn't go buy a suit. And it's certainly not a new tie, nor is it a tie, frankly, I think Charlie would wear. It looks like they borrowed clothes, if I'm being honest. Now, who'd you borrow a suit from? I mean, there's lint all over it. It's just not a new suit, guys. That is not a suit they just bought. That was put together in a rush. And it was unnecessary. If Erica wants to spend a few minutes with him saying goodbye, he doesn't have to be in a suit. It leads me to believe, leaning into the casket, rubbing all over the body, and whispering and hearing the fabric of either her clothes or his clothes rubbing against what appeared to me to be a microphone. I believe she was mic'd up for a photo op. God bless you. And I think that is a level of weirdness that I cannot account for in this story. To be mic'd up and doing a photo op in like a really compressed short period of time and for why? It's weird. The whole thing is just weird. I'm saying weird because that's the nicest thing I could say. I am really holding back what I want to say. Because I don't believe it's just weird. I believe it's cold and calculated, but I'm not going to go any further than that. Regardless, it had a very manipulative effect.
And that's Baron Coleman, former lawyer, quit his job so he could do YouTube. It is cold and calculated. Think about that for a second. Right? Hey, teacher. Trock, hello. How are you, sir? Good to see you. You know, it's fine. You know, let's just, why the suit? Okay. Even if, you know, we can't prove that she put a microphone on or we say that's weird. She's a grieving widow. Fine. Why the suit? And it happened right away. You know, it happened right away. Why would you need to put him in a suit? That's not the memorial. You know what I mean? That's not. Was there even like an autopsy done at that point? Why would you put him in a suit? And a used suit? Hey, I need I need a suit. Anybody got a suit? Who's got a suit? That's just so weird. So many hidden things. Yes. Just found out 5 years ago that hundreds of Native Indian children were killed and buried in Catholic schools long ago because of refusing to stop speaking their native languages. Yes. The boarding schools. Yeah. Yes. So many things in history. Didn't they bury the guy already when was it? Well, they don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows where his body's at. J.D. Vance snatched his body on an airplane, Air Force Two, like the next day. Nobody, his body hasn't been seen since it got carried away. And then the alleged photo op with see, that's why, when I say that those are mannequin hands, that makes more sense to me. They didn't rush to put a suit on Charlie's body. They put a mannequin in the fucking coffin. Those are mannequin hands. I've said that since day one. From the very first second I seen that video, I've said that a million times on the show. Mannequin hands. That's why he's wearing a used suit. It ain't even him. That's not Charlie in that coffin. It's a fucking mannequin. And Erica is draped over a mannequin. I love you, babe. Oh my God, I love you. Either way, it's fucking psycho. But I truly believe that. I think that she's these guys are pulling such a fucking scam. Yeah, it is. It's a mannequin. That's why he's wearing a used suit with lint on it. They took that out of the fucking men's department of Macy's to fucking film a thing. They might even have those mannequins in the funeral parlor, for certain things. If you think about it, because they'd have to dress people and, it's fucking disgusting, man. Maybe that was a suit that was already on a dead person in that funeral home. The worst thing is, Erica, how can she do that to him? It's extremely cruel. Yeah. It must have been in pieces too. Oh, well, there would be others, Trock says. Yeah. Possible. Yeah, he did love her. That's why you don't want to give it the chick out of your league sometimes, because, man, they can be. What's that? I just listened to that one song. When you realize she's not a high climber, but the woman in your room is a two-timer. Got to be careful. Got to be careful, because it is a cruel world out there.
Answer your question. We
This is Erica Kirk talking about her and Charlie discussed the threats. They knew that, it was potential that, something could happen. But she says at the end, when it happens.
answer your question. We always knew there were threats. We always knew that could be a possibility. But obviously, but we never lived in fear of when that day would be. Answer your question.
When that day would be. We never lived in fear of when that day would be.
You're either gonna laugh or you're gonna be.
Yeah, I'll just let this one play. Now, I had seen these chain links before because they do put these chains on livestock to protect them from being killed by coyotes and wolves. However,
Be disgusted by this. A farmer from Essex decided to put chain armor with nails on his sheep. Not because there's wolves there or coyotes that are attacking the sheep, because they have suffered repeated rapes. You heard that right, okay? They suffered repeated rapes from Pakistani neighbors. This is the level of multiculturalism we have reached. We now have to protect our animals from getting sexually assaulted by migrants. This is my new eShop idea. Do it, okay? Trust me, you're gonna make money. $99.99 for chain armor for your sheep. Protect them from rapes. And the next time you're gonna go over there on a kebab place and
Yeah, that is disgusting and a reason why that we can have mass migration. I believe the whole thing was just a distraction for some stupid reason, but they all fall for it. I don't even care. Ha, 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 ha. Well, what's Trock been up to lately? What's going on in Trock's life? You want to come up and talk for a minute? Tell us what's going on. Let's see here.
To all of the women out there that are watching, no matter what you do in life, you never, ever, ever go full Amber Heard.
Settlement, you got $7 million. People were saying this is all about the money, but then you did something that twisted that whole argument. What did you do with that money?
$7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
I've never
I
heard
wanted
of
nothing.
My parents instilled in me at a very young age, and Charlie's amazing parents instilled in him at a very young age, is tradition. My husband, as tradition, would donate his entire paycheck back into the organization. It is my honor and deepest pleasure to pledge my entire paycheck back into this organization.
It's always about her. She always makes it about her. No, it's not other sheep, Suzanne. It's the Pakistani neighbors. It's immigrants from it's from people from Pakistan that have came into their country as migrants are sexually assaulting their sheep. And I've heard about that happening in like Colombia. They do that. Suzanne says, Trock, what are you talking about? Suzanne, Trock always does that. He comes over here and one time he said, why are you even watching these videos? I said, Trock, I said, that's what we do over here. That's what the complaint department is. We watch, you would hope, Suzanne, that it was impossible. But unfortunately, I watched this documentary in Colombia. And in the mountainous regions of Colombia, it's almost socially acceptable for them to do that. So the young boys like 13 and 14 talk about it, and they're basically encouraged to go wherever into the mountain and do something with a goat or a sheep. No, it's a donkey. This is with donkeys, okay? And even in the documentary, the mom, you can hear that one of the boys talking about it, and the mom slaps him on the head. Like, oh, you bad kids, It's fucking wild. So, yeah, it is 100% a thing, and it's fucking disgusting. I mean, humans are gross. There's just people out there that are just absolutely fucking disgusting. But then again, like I said, in Colombia, it's not like it's socially acceptable, but it's a thing. It's like, it's a thing. It's just weird. Yeah, we need to move on. But Erica just always makes this stuff about herself. You wake up every day and, you fight the demons. And, she's always saying, I'm so, if you're going to donate your paycheck, just donate it. Why do
I was 15 feet away and
I'm going to skip that one for now.
And I said to her, you know what's so interesting?
But you know what's so interesting?
But you know what? It's so interesting because yes, and so it's interesting.
I remember you were kind of the first one.
All right, Trock, we're going to mix it up since you're here. This is what we're going to do. This is what we did yesterday. We did 80s music yesterday. Today we're going to do, I did a little 70s music this morning. So we'll continue it.
Progressive makes it easy to get a quick commercial auto quote. Progressive makes it easy to get a quick commercial auto quote.
Wow, we got to watch the commercial twice. I'm just going to let that one play because we didn't get the whole thing. So it'll play a little bit of the song. And then you got to guess the song and the artist, okay?
Don't forget.
I am so in love with you. Oh, no, it is Trock, Suzanne. I know Trock. He's just being silly. I don't know this one. I'm so in love with you. So in love with you. No one knows this one?
Let's stay together.
Let's Stay Together, Al Green. All right, we got to do better on this one, guys. Sorry, I didn't give Grateful enough time to answer. I'll slow it down a little bit. Marvin Gaye was a good guess. I don't even know who it was again. I totally forgot already. I am. You're slow today? No worries. So anybody got this one? I don't even remember what. I have to go back now. Oh, I got this. I know this one. Oh, it was Al Green. Okay. Anybody got a guess on this one? This one is there's a video out for it. Chris Trock, Neil Young. What's the song? You got to name the song too. A Heart of Gold and He's Getting Old. Heart of Stone. No, it's Heart of Gold, right? Heart of Gold. Yeah. Because there's two. He does the one, the old man one. He talks about that one too. When he was 24, he bought a ranch from some lawyers. There was an old ranch hand on the farm that took care of the animals. And he wrote that song about him. Heart of Gold.
Keep me searching for a heart of gold. Don't you know
that it's wrong to take what is given to you, so far gone. She's on your own. I mean, I know who sings it. I think I know it now. Wait for you guys. Heart of Gold. Yep, not stone. You don't know this one at all, Suzanne? Hall & Oates. Yep. Now we just need to know the song. You got to know this song, Suzanne. You'll know it when you hear the next part of it. Hall & Oates. Trock, no guesses? It's Rich Girl, I believe. Oops.
You're a rich girl, and you're going too far, 'cause you know it don't matter.
Yep. Well, we're all in a mood for a melody, and you got me feeling all right. Billy Joel, Piano Man. No, it's not Making a Coffee, Truck. Billy Joel, Piano Man. Yes. Grateful got it. Making a Coffee is the wrong answer, Truck. Sorry. Good try, though. Tonic and gin, I won't say the other part. Trock's Making a Coffee. Roxanne, The Police. Suzanne got this one. Great song.
You don't have to sun is shining in the sky. There ain't
Grateful got it too. Oh wow, I didn't even see Grateful's answer up there. This thing, it's weird. StreamYard somehow doesn't automatically put the comments up there. Unless maybe I'm stoned. The Beatles, but I don't know. Trock also says the Beatles. Anybody know the song? The Beatles are one of those groups that, I like their songs, but I'm not like a huge fan. I like John Lennon. I like Paul McCartney. I like George Harrison before he died. I'm going to say Lucy in the Sky, right? Isn't that what this one is?
please tell us why you had to hide away.
Wow, it's funny that both you guys said the Beatles. I thought it was the Beatles right away too. And it was Electric Light Orchestra, ELO. Wait a second. Yep, Grateful said ELO. They sing Strange Magic. Strange Magic. Oh, they fooled us all on that one. This one I think I know, but I would have to go back and listen to it again. I probably got it wrong. I think I got it wrong. Anybody got a guess on this one? I need to go. I'm going to play this one again. So we're at 12:15. Let's go back to 12:08. 12:06. Yeah, it's not the one that I'm thinking of. I wanted to say Kenny Rogers, the Gambler. That ain't it. Anybody on that one? John Denver. Yeah, you're right. Which one is that, though? Is that Take Me Home? Take me home, country road, to a place. I love that song. Sitting around the campfire, and everyone is high, 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 Rocky Mountain High. I love that song. I can't sing for shit. John Denver, we'll see. Take me home, country road. That's what I'm saying then. Take me home, country road. West Virginia.
Take me home, country road.
We all are going to know this one, and we all love this song. Rocky Mountain High is a great song too, right? Rocky Mountain High. That is a great song. I love that song. That's got to be up there for me. Top 20, Rocky Mountain High. Abbott, Dancing Queen, says Suzanne. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, if you don't like ABBA, you got problems, right? Who doesn't like ABBA?
The game was tied.
Well, someone needs to win. Well, then we shall play.
Oh, bonus time. No. Football.
All this for a gum commercial, huh? You want us to chew your gum that bad? You want us to ingest Asoflame potassium and aspartame and gum Xananol or whatever that shit is? Huh. Is that important, huh? Trock will know this one. I predict if Trock is still around, he'll get this one. I had a brush of greatness with John Denver's life. He owned a cabin and ranch near Aspen. A friend of mine worked for his wife's attorney and is friends with her, Annie. We spend weekends there. Oh, that's awesome. Too late, Trock. Grateful got it already. Boston, more than a fill-in. The fact that you're still here and you didn't get that one, you need to redeem yourself now. Hold on. That should have been your song right there. More than a fill-in or REO Speedwagon. No, it's that is the right song, but it's Boston. I love Boston. Maybe we better do 90s for Trock after this.
And I don't know if I'm just dreaming.
Man, I wouldn't be able to answer that in a million years. I have zero idea. None. Hopefully one of you guys know. Told you making my coffee. Interesting. That is the longest cup of coffee. If you were my barista, I would have walked out. Okay? I would have just left you a tip. It said here, this is for your special education class tomorrow. Thank you for trying. Have a nice day. I'm going to Starbucks. Dindy would know that one. Yeah, he would. Let's see. No one's going to get this one. Love is in the air. Now that sounds like something we would have heard on the Love Boat, maybe, but John Paul Young, never heard of him. Maybe I did, but don't remember. Trock knows Pink Floyd. Love Pink Floyd. They're a great band. Never seen them in concert. I did go to a Pink Floyd laser light show one time, though. Grateful, Suzanne. Anyone on this one? We know Trock's not going to know this one. The sound of the milk frother. He wasn't able to hear this one. Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne. Never would have got that one. Led Zeppelin was a good guess. Grateful would have needed to hear it again. Sorry, my bad. You might have got it if I played it again. Now that we know it was Black Sabbath. Oh, shit. I think this is the first one Grateful said, or somebody said Marvin Gaye. Your ADHD is on high today. Sorry, I don't know spelling. These are old songs. Was past my age. Yeah, no, it's all good. Well, no, Suzanne, nobody can spell Leonard Skinner. If you know how to spell Leonard Skinner, you're just a hardcore fan. You know what I mean? That's the most difficult spelling ever. I think like more than 50% of Americans would get that spelling wrong, I would imagine. Leonard Skinner. Leonard Skinner. I think that band was named after like Mr. Skinner or Mr. Skinner as one of their teachers in high school or something, I believe. Yeah, this is Marvin Gaye. Let's Get It On. Or is it Let's Get It On? Yeah. Didn't his father kill him or something? Which is really... This is hilarious. Talk about timing, right? That was bound to happen eventually. Grateful goes, that's Skinner. CCR. Now this is Leonard Skinner's Sweet Home, Alabama. My buddy was in the Marines in Hawaii, and they used to sing Sweet Home, Waumanala. Sweet Home, Waumanala. Yeah, Suzanne, right? This was Leonard Skinner. Sweet Home, Alabama. Great song.
Sweet home Alabama.
Oh my God. Now this is like literally a 1 in a billion chance. I got to put the comment on the screen. Suzanne, this is literally a 1 in a billion chance. You go, it's got to be Zeppelin or Leonard Skinner. And then those are the next two songs. How is this possible? Stairway to Heaven, yes. And it's Led Zeppelin. Too funny. I mean, what are the chances of that? That is freaking hilarious.
She's buying the stairway to heaven.
Incredible. I don't know that one. All I heard is that kind of sound like "Don't Want to Be an American Idiot." It's the Eagles. That's Led Zeppelin, "Stairway to Heaven." You might be thinking of. You might have been thinking of Hotel California, maybe. Uh-oh. Trock wants the link. Damn. There goes the neighborhood, guys. Well, let me now hold on, Trock. Because I know since Suzanne was sure that it was that, I got to play this song for her because I hate when I do that and I'm, then it'll like bug me all day. So let me play this for you and see if this is the song you were thinking of.
With Kalshi, you can make predictions on anything. Predictions? I'm the special one. I see.
It's that kind of same guitar right there. I think that's what it was, So, Trock says the Eagles too, though. So that's how messed up he is. Even though we already. Oh no, you mean that song? Yeah, that is the Eagles. Trock. I thought you were going to agree with Suzanne that "Stairway to Heaven" was the Eagles. I was like, oh hell no, I'm not dropping the link for you. You're nuts. You really are crazy. No, hold on a sec. Let me drop the link. Links in the chat, Trock, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water. Give me 1 sec. Trock, go get your coffee. Suzanne says, there he is. What up, Trock? How you doing, sir?
How long I gotta wait?
Sorry, how you been?
How long I gotta wait?
You're up there
I'm good.
now.
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing? I was making my coffee. Look, I had to make my coffee.
Oh, nice. Sitting out in the sun?
Yeah. Well, I can't smoke in this building where I'm at.
Oh, yeah? What are you doing? Church?
No, I'm home, but this is where I moved. You can't smoke in the condo.
Oh, you moved?
Yeah, I moved in with my mom's.
Okay. How do you like that?
Well, I haven't had a chance to like it yet. I moved there, got into a major accident, Then my stepfather died. And I've been working. And you got the ex-wife driving you nuts, right? So I haven't really. It's a little stressful.
Your ex-wife was still driving you nuts?
Well, that'll be until I'm buried, right?
Yeah. Sounds like it. That sucks. I know how that is. I talk to my ex for 5 minutes, I get stressed out. Even the one I
Hey,
like.
the song, I like. That's fun to guess the song and all that. But
yeah,
I was having a brain block. By the time I was typing on the phone, and it was actually quicker than my headset was connected to the computer. So the laptop was behind. So I'm like answering things that already happened.
Oh, gotcha. Suzanne says, what happened? Did she throw pots at you? Your ex?
Pots? Yeah, pots and pans. Yeah. Oh, my ex? Oh, she didn't throw anything. She was talking about Mama Truck.
Oh, maybe she was.
Yeah.
Well, that's
How you
cool.
been? You been busy?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Good.
Busy running on a treadmill. That's not really getting me anywhere, but it is what it is. You know.
Oh, it will.
Yeah. That's what's just.
You know what? As long as you're mentally happy, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Because what are we going to do with the money? We can't take it with us.
Yeah. No, that's so true. I had this conversation with this lady on Friday where she was telling me that she feels like my calling is storytelling. She goes, with everything that you talk about with your vending and all this, she goes, you need to tell stories along with it. She goes, I don't know if it's like at parties or what, but she goes, you're a storyteller. She goes, tell stories. That's what people want to hear. I was like, really? I never thought about that. I never thought about that in a million years. And she's a really smart lady. So I don't know. I don't know.
What kind of stories? What kind of stories does she want to hear?
Yeah, I guess like kid stories, like tell, because the conversation was about my daughter is going to start vending with me, her and her friend. They're going to do like face painting and selling. Her friend makes these keychain bracelets into animals. So they want to start, and so I'm excited that, they're going to do it part-time. They both work full-time, but so the lady was like, yeah, and I was like, we're going to get a cotton candy machine and all this. So I was telling this lady that, and that's when she goes, you should offer stories with this. She goes, you're really good at telling stories. I was like, really? I don't know how she knows this, but she's also a vendor. But yeah. So I mean, that's just
maybe she thinks you tell her stories a lot.
Yeah, good at my tall tales. Suzanne says, I think you're good at political commentary. Thank you, Suzanne. I don't know politics, but I'm just good at voicing my opinion.
Yeah.
But other than that, life is good for you, or what?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that the time that you air should change, because I think you would get more reactions and more.
No,
probably get a lot of people on panel if you were on late night.
The thing is that I go to bed. I'm in bed by like 7 o'clock on average.
I know.
I go to
it
bed
makes
early,
sense.
and then I get up early. My whole life it revolves around getting up early to make my baked goods and stuff like that. So it just and I'm not really interested in having a lot of people. The more people that you have listening to you talk about stuff like that, the more problems you're going to have, because people are going to be like, I mean, what is he talking about? He's nuts. That kind of shit.
No, but there's a lot of people that like to talk about this stuff, but they're like, it's late, and they're usually abbreviated. They're usually,
Well, another thing I do a Saturday nights will be the one night that I will kind of go late. If I am going to, late for me would be like 6, 7 o'clock. I noticed that I attract the undesirables, because it's 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock here. It's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. then I get a couple
Yeah.
of these people that have been drinking. I don't want to name their names, but I
Right.
get like somebody that's been drinking and they're just, I don't know.
I know.
Just rather not.
What if you did like a pre-recording thing and then had like a premiere? Like premiere it on a Saturday where you can comment, you could talk in the chat with them.
The thing is
A
with
little.
me is that I
And
just
then you
don't
go
have,
to bed.
I just don't have any time. Like my time is, like I'm pretty well balanced to have, a schedule, you know what I mean, between babysitting my granddaughter, running my business, and doing the show, and just, I like where things are at right now. I feel pretty comfortable. I wish I was making more money.
Oh, well, don't leave it. Yeah.
I like
it. Works. It works. Yep. That's like me. I don't even, I just go live on a whim.
Yeah, you'll play like video games. Are you going to buy the new GTA 6 that comes out?
I gotta get I want to, but I can't because I have to get I gotta get a gaming PC. That game won't even fit on my laptop.
Oh, you don't have a PlayStation?
No.
I have a PlayStation.
I should do that, right? Because most of the people that game do it like that.
Yeah, you should.
And I can't play with them because I play PC.
Right. No, I think, everybody needs something that they enjoy doing. And I see, I don't play video games myself, but.
Well, the gaming thing doesn't work because I get a lot of, they don't want me to do it. They're like, you're 50. You shouldn't be playing games. And it makes you think. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I only play games when I'm bored. But, like all the people that know me, they're like, they don't want that. They want me to like have some kind of a weird podcast or talk show or something where I'm interviewing people. And I'm just too racked up in real life to get involved with that right now.
I understand 100%.
I'm trying to get back into order here.
Where are you working at?
Same place, just working part-time.
I used
Still
to play
working part-time.
And that's for kids, and I got addicted to it, so I stopped. Yeah, it is easy to get addicted to games, right, Suzanne? That is kind of one of the reasons why I don't play. I do find them therapeutic. Like if I'm super stressed out, I will put on a little game or something for a minute. Maybe, it doesn't happen too often, but and it
100%
helps you think sometimes too, But I gave my PlayStation 4 to my granddaughter, and she doesn't play it a lot, but she loves that thing. I bought her a Bluey and Paw Patrol.
Oh, Bluey's cool. Bluey's awesome.
Yeah. So she has a blast playing those little games on there, so she can have it. Plus, I think I don't know. You might even need like a PlayStation 5 to even play the new GTA game. I would imagine it probably won't even work on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I think everything's like downloaded to the machine. But yeah, I don't know. I think that one might be only for PlayStation.
What I'm afraid of is that they're going to make it to where you can gamble for real money in those games, like Call of Duty or GTA 6 in their casino.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I have a feeling that that's where their end game is geared towards that, to where they're going to just trick people into becoming addicted to gambling in the video games.
Yeah, well, that's another thing with the PlayStation 5. You have to like join their service. You have to pay. So like the PS4, you don't really have to do that, or PC.
Yeah, I have no desire to get involved in any of that type of subscription nonsense. You know what I mean? I don't even have a
right? Yeah, nobody wants to. It's like everything's about charging you money. You just paid like $600 for the console, and then you're gonna pay every month for some service.
Yeah. Do you have for your phone service, if you don't mind me asking, do you do prepaid or do you have like a plan?
No, this is a family plan. This thing's a plan.
Because I just do I've done prepaid for, I think I had one plan in my life, like 15 years ago. And I knew right then it lasted for like 6 months. I'm like, fuck this. And I've been prepaid ever since,
Oh, I did prepaid for years. In fact, the last one I had was like a prepaid thing I got from Walmart.
Well, it's way cheaper. I'm just saying, like, when times are tough, like, which they are,
Yeah.
I would rather, I'm just going to keep sacrificing until I grow my business. And for now, I'm just going to stay on a prepaid. Everybody tells me like, oh, for your business, you should have a more expensive phone. You should be with T-Mobile and not Metro PC, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? You're not the one paying my bills. I need I only need to come up with $55 a month for my phone bill. If I don't pay it, which I always do, but if I don't get charged any late fees. They just cut your phone off. You know what I mean? I don't need all that extra headache right now. So.
Yeah, this one's like a part of like some big family plan, so I don't even pay. I was paying like $20 a month for a while, but then they told me, well, you don't even have to really pay. It's just a free phone. You don't use that much data, so I'm like, all right. But it's time to upgrade to a newer phone, and I don't want to do it.
Well, this phone I got a few months ago, I paid $55 for it, and it works like a champ. So I don't understand what the difference is between a $55 phone, a $200, a $500, a $1,000, a $2,000 phone. I don't understand the difference. I don't get it.
Just can't.
I've never.
I can't bring myself to spend that much on a phone. That's ridiculous.
Well,
you're gonna drop 2 days later.
Yeah, if somebody could explain to me the value of having a Tommy Stiggs phone for $1,700, $2,900, whatever his phone costs. I don't get it.
Oh, does Tommy have a good phone? I figured he had a flip phone.
No, he's got
a good phone.
Yeah, he's got one. I think he's got one of those state of the art. It's the foldable phones, right? With the diamonds and all that he's got on it. And
oh my God.
Him and AOV could buy a house with their two phones, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with the little phones. In fact, I have to get it. My granddaughter just took my.
You got the Meta glasses or whatever. I could have got those like 2 years ago. In fact, they were supposed to come in the mail for free when I got my internet, and they never showed up.
Yeah, Tommy just got some, right?
The
Meta glasses.
Yeah, those are fun, man. You do a bunch of stuff with. You could do a bunch of IRLs and stuff with those.
The only thing I'm worried about is, that's a lot of brain frequencies. That's a lot of frequencies. You're just hyper jumping right into your brain. You're just literally in, millimeters from your brain with those on.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with that kind of shit. You don't. It's just like it's no different than talking to somebody on your phone because you put that shit right to your head, your ear too, right? But you just really want to limit your exposure to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But the way the world is embracing this technology is not like that. It's just they're just taking it, accepting it, and going along with it way too fast.
Yeah, and they are. You're right, Suzanne. They're hyping those glasses big time. I see ads. I don't know if it's because Tommy got some and he started talking about it. Because you know how, like, when you start talking about something, Google will just send you ads. But I'm being inundated with Meta glasses now from all different. It seems like they're just taking over now. It seems like, yeah, just like the earpods, exactly, Suzanne. You know, using any type of wireless stuff, like, you know, mine finally broke, and I'm glad they did, because I'm just gonna get wired headphones, because I feel
they work just as good.
Yeah, and I feel weird if I wear them wireless headphones too long. It makes my ears hurt.
They do. I've had these things for a while. I just started using them again, and they do. It's like they stretch your ears out or something.
Yeah. Hey, Gen X, you like the thumbnail? What's that, Trot?
Yeah, the thumbnail is awesome. No, like you'll have them out, and then like it'll still feel like they're in your ear like an hour or two later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm not gonna use those anymore. And you know, I had the ones, they weren't even earbuds. I was using the old school ones that cover your entire ear. But
okay.
Yeah, and that's the kind, they're comfortable, and I'm going to buy those again. But this time I'm going to buy wired ones. I don't want the wireless.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. One will die before the other one, and it's always like your good ear. You know, so you're like, what? What'd you say?
100%. Yeah, same. I had the same problem Suzanne does. I can never fit earplugs or earbuds or anything in my ears. They just never fit. So I got to have the kind that just wrap over my ear.
Right. Yeah, these things always feel like they're gonna. I don't want to work today, but I gotta.
What time you work?
3.
So it's
2 now.
2:08. Yeah, that is you know, so one thing that I love about running my business is that the days that where you really don't want to go, I mean, it's kind of a cop out, and it's kind of just, you know, you're not going to be successful. I'm talking to myself if you just don't go when you don't feel like it. But it is nice on certain days, like, man, whether you're sore or you don't feel good, whatever, you can just not go.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that. You know what I mean? Like today, I am going to be working later, but I'm not going out and selling, which I could have went out and sold today. I probably should have, but it's just kind of nice to be able to make that decision. You know, yes, those are the only kind I can use too. Yeah, 100%, Suzanne.
So what were you caught on the Stairway to Heaven song? What's that? That's Led Zeppelin, right?
Yeah. Yep. Well, you want to play a couple more of those while you're up here?
Oh, I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to get every one.
All right, hold on. Let me go back to it.
I better mute.
Got a commercial here. All right, here we go.
Summer's here, and right now get 0% financing for 5.
I'm not in love.
That's a good one too.
Right? Isn't that it? I'm not in love. Who sings that?
Frig, do I know? I should know. Speedwagon?
No, it's not Speedwagon. I'm not in love.
Elton John? No, that's not Elton John.
10cc. Oh, Grateful Nose. See, I never would have got that. I knew it was something like that, but
because that one, actually, you would know it, but that one was out. Like I was still a young kid.
I'm pretty sure Tommy did these guys not too long ago. That's how I even know about them. Let me see.
Well, last time I heard that song, my mother was singing it in the car. We were sitting in traffic.
It's a great song. I heard that song a million times, but I just never know who sang it.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna play it a little bit more.
Oh, the air from Canada. Oh.
So don't forget.
Yeah, I heard that breathing that air is like smoking 50 packs of cigarettes a day. And there's a lot of conspiracy theory videos out there about them purposely pumping chemicals into that smoke and shit like that. So I don't know.
I mean, I heard the same last summer, from the fire from Canada. Someone told me that one started in Minnesota, though. It didn't even start in Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that either. I mean, we just never, the problem is that it just our government hates us. I think they want us to die. So anything's possible.
Well, that's why we don't need it. That's why we should get rid of the government. We don't need it.
We don't need the government. You're right. Frost Masada. All right, I'm gonna play another song. Hold on.
Yeah, no. Get rid of the taxes and the government, and we'll be all set.
I am
Marvin
so
Gaye.
in love with you. Whatever you want me to. I don't know who sings it.
Is it Marvin Gaye? I don't know.
Maybe. I am so.
If Tommy's watching this, he's probably shaking his head right now. Like, you guys should do this.
He's showing all of his friends. He's like, look at these fucks up there.
Yeah. Yep. He's like driving in circles right now. What are they doing?
We played this one already. Lots of freeze, but it's airplanes dropping. Lots of fires, but it's airplanes dropping. Electromagnetic things also. I heard that. I would not doubt either. Al Green, You're Not in Love. Okay, let's play another one.
Al Green.
We did play one. Weird.
Huh.
Oh, we already played these. I see. We went backwards. Okay.
That's Neil.
Yeah, we already did those. I get it now. Okay, hold on. I skipped ahead again. Here we go. We played that one already, so hold on.
Oh.
Here, we'll skip. Here we go.
Ozzy.
Is that Ozzy?
Yeah, that's Black Sabbath.
Oh, we must already played that one too then.
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'm skipping ahead. Here's that one. Okay, hold on, guys. We've played most of this one. I'm gonna go to 90s. 90s music.
Oh boy.
Trivia. We should be a lot better at this one. All right.
I might lose you. I gotta go inside.
As a QFC pharmacist.
Okay, yeah. If we lose you, I know you're gonna have to go to work here pretty soon too. So here we go. Start talking about TV and pop up.
Welcome to the Quiz Channel for a 90s music quiz. 50 songs from the 1990s. You'll hear a short soundbite, and your challenge is to guess the song title and performing artist. Share your score in the comments. Have a lot of fun with the quiz. Let's get started.
That's funny, Grateful. Hold on, now I'm not gonna be able to pause this. I dropped the ball on this one. It already showed up. Sorry. We'll go to the next.
It says them.
Grateful's got me all messed up with their jokes. You know that one?
You can't do that.
You're breaking up really bad, Truck. We can't hear you. Grateful says Backstreet Boys. Suzanne says Backstreet. I always get them mixed up. I don't know if it's, I think you froze on us, Truck. I always get those mixed up. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Do we know the song? I'm trying to sing it quietly in my head. No. Why am I singing Britney Spears? Trock had to leave. Well, if you come back up, Trock, cool, but he probably won't because I know he's got to go to work. So thanks for coming up, sir. Have fun at work. Drive safe. Everybody. Tell me what you want. I don't know who sings this though. I'm gonna know it when I see it. Spice Girl says Grateful. Quietly in my head. Yeah, and then the Britney Spears song popped in. I had to do it quietly so Britney Spears wouldn't hear me, and then she popped right in my head anyway, so it didn't work. Do we know the name of this song? If You Want to Be My Lover, Spice Girls.
If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
The judges will accept that. Sorry, I'm doing it in my head again. Dang, that's right on the... Oh, dang it. Grateful, you're too good at these. I should know that one. Oasis. Love those guys. Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova. You never heard this one? Suzanne, that's a great song. I'm sure you probably heard the chorus at least once at one time. You're my wonderwall. Love that song.
You and me, we used to be together.
Always together. Mm-hmm. Think we all know this one. This is like super famous song. Suzanne says No Doubt. No Doubt, Don't Speak. There we go. Gwen Stefani, right? And she was with No Doubt.
Don't speak. I know what you're thinking.
Wow, the 90s were awesome. I just learned this Wonderwall refers to an imaginary friend, a mythical source of salvation, or a person who constantly occupies your thoughts. Wonderwall. That's crazy. Wow. That's pretty deep. This one I know, but I don't. I Saw the Signs. Who sings it? I saw the signs and I opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. Is it a Four Non Blondes or the Cranberries or somebody like that? Ace of Base. Ace of Base. Something in the air. It's a woman singer. That's all I can give you. Something is in the air. Baby, don't hurt me. I knew it was, because there's that skit where I think Will Ferrell's in there or whatever. Don't hurt me. Patty, hello. Ace, you're already stumped with Ace of Base. Yeah, but you'll get some of these though. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. But who sings it? Baby, don't hurt me. Oh no. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. I have no idea who sings it. Let's find out.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt.
It's crazy that, there's a lot of these songs that, at least for me, that I've heard so many times that I have absolutely no idea who they are. You know what I mean? It's crazy how somebody's song could be, embedded in your head, but you don't know who sings it. Fine Young Cannibals, that was a good guess. All right, next one. I know this one. Think so. Pretty sure I know it. Now I know it. I couldn't figure out the band all the way, but I got it now. Yes, Suzanne is right. I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Right, said Fred.
I'm too sexy for my car. Too sexy for my car. Too.
With SafeLight, you can get that fixed now and pay later.
Fix now, pay later?
SafeLight offers flexible payment options and anywhere.
I have no idea on that one. Yeah, that was a fun song. Kind of makes you wonder, like, how did that even become a song? I'm too sexy for, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a story behind it, I'm sure. This one I have no idea. Till Tuesday, says Grateful. Suzanne doesn't know. I don't know if I've ever even heard this song. Coco Jumbo by Mr. President. They must not be American. Maybe they are, but I don't know. Never heard of them. I'm making millionaire bars today. Shortbread, caramel, then chocolate on top. Are you selling? No, I'm not selling today. Millionaire bars. I think you told me about these before. Shortbread, caramel, and then chocolate on top. Interesting. Let me write that down. Millionaire bars. They do sound delicious. Grateful. Previous to this one? Is that what you're asking? The right said Fred, I'm too sexy for the t-shirt one. I'm a dun 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 dun. It was a right said Fred, I'm too sexy. And then this last one was Coco something with Mr. President. I'm making a small batch of my grandma's baked beans. Corn on the cob and burgers. Damn. Now that sounds good. That sounds really good. Is that what Bambi made with fake gold? I don't know. Christina Aguilera, Beyonce, Genie in a Bottle. Yes, it's Genie in a Bottle. Come on over. She uses 24 karat gold foil. It's super thin, but it's real. Oh, that's awesome. Genie in the Bottle, and it must be Christina Aguilera, right? Or Beyonce. I have no idea. I'll say Christina Aguilera. I know. I'm trying to think in my head. I know who it is. I'm trying to think of the song. Things I would go through. And I've said too much. I haven't said enough. Consider this. You missed it, Grateful? Okay, well, we're going to replay it. See, what are we on? 326. Love that song. I just don't know the name of it. I know who sings it. REM, Just a Dream. Is that the name of it? That sounds right to me. Definitely, we know it's REM. Losing my religion. How did I not know that?
She offers me protection.
This one I have no idea. Michael Stipes. Is Michael Stipes the lead singer of REM? Because I don't even know that. Must be, right? If I was showing them off or selling them, but not for just us, the gold foil really makes everything super pretty. Yeah, he's the lead singer of REM. Nobody on this one? Yeah, gold foil is awesome. I use edible gold luster dust a lot. Not a lot, but I will use it on chocolate. Looks cool on milk chocolate.
I'm loving angels instead.
I know some of the words. Yeah, I have hundreds and hundreds of bottles of edible luster dust and edible glitter and sprinkles and packages of, I went all out for a while, but then I just realized, like, You know, most people just want flavors. They don't, you know what I mean? It is fun to mess with that stuff, though. There was the Beatles, but I have to hear it again to be sure. Let me see. Let's go back. If I give up forever. And I just want you to know my name. I know this song. I just want you to know who I am. Maroon 5 says Grateful. Go-Go Dolls. Iris. There you go. That's what it is. Train. Or no. Yeah. Yeah. Goo Goo Dolls, Iris. That's what it is, right? Goo Goo Dolls, Iris. That's the name of the song in the band. We got it now.
I need more Tide. My clothes never feel fresh without it.
Well, let's run to Target.
So you guys are just like State Farm, right?
There's nothing where you used to lie. Conversation has one.
That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm told. It's funny, like you try to sing the song, at least me, I'll fuck the lyrics up in a heartbeat. I'm all out of place. This is how I feel. What's up, Todd? They're from Buffalo. Who, Iris? Go-Go Dolls? That's cool. Can I have a millionaire bar now? Yeah, we're waiting for our millionaire bars. I'm cooking for my daughter's party. Oh, nice. What are you making? Cranberries? Natalie Imbrugala.
Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith.
Torn, Natalie Imbrugala. Never would have got that in a million years. Dogs and burgers. I need to get off my. That's what I'm gonna do. I need to get off my lazy butt. What is today? Sunday. The meat market's closed. I can go to the fruit stand and get some meat. I need to make something healthy for dinner tonight. Hot dogs and burgers, huh?
If you want to call me baby, just go ahead now.
Todd's going to be competition. He's a DJ, so he's going to know all these. These are his favorite songs, too. Your groceries will be here soon. Nice. Red Hot Chili Peppers, says Suzanne. Grateful missed it. The freaking picture. Laugh. Uh-oh. Gerard Tritelli. Hello. Everybody loves the thumbnail. Just play this one.
Princess who adore you.
Spin Doctors, Two Princes. Never would have got that.
Just go ahead now.
Don't stop, never give up. Hold your head high and brace yourself. Let the
Now that's one that Todd would know right there. Whatever that song is. Crazy, right? I have no idea on this one. Grateful says that's a song. I don't think any of us are going to get that one. You meant OMG, not PMG, Suzanne? That's funny. All right, let's just play it. I have no idea. Theme Dude's can play it.
Let the world see what you have got. Bring it all back to you.
S Club 7. Must have been like some kid show back in the day, maybe.
I know what I want and I want it now. I want it.
Never heard of them either. And I never heard of this. Well, I mean, I've heard this one, but I have no idea. One of you guys will know this one. I know what I want. I'm Mr. Vane. Suzanne knows a lot of music. I'm clueless on some of these. Culture beat, Mr. Vane. All right, we'll do a couple more. I want one-on-one, and I want it now. Classy girl.
Was strumming my pain with his fingers.
I think I know this one. Gerard coming in quick. Grateful said Gladys Knight. Gerard said Fugees. Yep. That's what I'm going with. The Fugees and was it One Time? Killing Me Softly. I think it's One Time is the name of the song, right?
Killing me softly with his song.
I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing.
I know this one. Oh, you're thinking of the original? Gladys Knight sang that. Oh, okay. Grateful was on this one real quick. TLC. You know the name of the song? Well, you're going to know the name of the song if you know the group. Salt and Pepper. It's a good guess. Left Eye, T-Bone, and I can't remember the other one's name. Waterfalls. Yep. Waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Power their play.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to end it there. Theme Dude's about to come on in 1 minute, it says. So we can go over there. T-Boz. Yeah, Left Eye was in an accident. I think she had like a premonition about it too or something. There's some weird story about it. She was driving down some road or something. I don't know the story. I think she was in a different country. Like Central America or something. South America. All right, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out. We'll do some more trivia tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. Theme Dude's on. Yeah. Let's go over there and raid his show. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And Grateful says she's not getting nothing done today. I get it. You know, we all have, well, it's Sunday, so. But, all right. Grateful, Patty, Suzanne, Gerard, Todd, and everybody else that stopped by. Thanks for coming, and we will see you over at Theme Dudes.